All right. So, the underlying energy for you guys this week is the Page of Swords. Communication is key. For a lot of you guys, this could be about blunt communication, communicating from just a place of just pure raw truth. The reason for this is because of the Page of Wands. So there's some news that needs to be given, some news that needs to be spread. Perhaps you are talking or this is talking about communicating from a place of passion, where you guys truly want to do something, I feel. And that is your truth. So you guys have two messenger cards here to really kind of indicate what's going on. So communication is big. Communication is big. Now, the current state of being, which is very interesting and very lovely, you guys have your card here, the Chariot. So this is really indicating here that there is a balance needed at this time to begin to, gain the momentum of where you guys want to be. Most importantly is putting the effort into making the balance in your life to be able to succeed in your love life. Okay, I do feel like there is a balance that's necessary. For a lot of you guys are trying to get to the trying to get this balance sorted out. You guys are focusing on balancing your life out right now. For a lot of you guys, this could be that you guys are very much balanced already. You guys are very balanced in yourselves and in your relationships. You guys are handling your business. You handle your 50%. You're kind of doing the best that you can right now, putting a lot of effort into your, to building a relationship, building whatever it is that you're working towards, and you're seeing the results. I feel like, or you feel victorious in the effort that you're putting in. You feel really good either way about what's going on, in regards to your emotions, okay? And towards the work that you're trying to get. The work that you're getting done anyway. Now, in your goal, you have the Temperance card here, which does indicate more balance, moderation in all things, taking care of your business, right? And also not stressing so much about the future and letting the universe go ahead and handle its stuff on its own. So it's a time of waiting, but it's also talking about, managing yourself, managing your expectations, managing your current state of being, living in the moment while the universe, does what it does, divine timing and all that. So this does indicate that you guys want to just kind of balance your whole world out in a way that feels good, so that things can really start to manifest in the best of light. Now, the thing that's keeping you from getting this balance here is because of the Tower. Perhaps there's a serious recognition of something being completely unstable, or maybe there was a rapid change that's happened. Things happened, okay? There's a lot of change, there's a lot of shifting, there's a lot of abrupt movement, okay? And I feel like you're in a state of being, feeling balanced, but at the same time you're like, oh my God, what is going on now? So for a lot of you guys, something could have happened, rapid change, right? Really, really serious change, and it's because of some conflict that might have happened recently. Maybe you guys got into an argument with somebody, and it was it was kind of intense. I'm not gonna lie, it's super intense, and it kind of felt like it was honestly competing with one another. It can be kind of it can be inner turmoil. Like it could have been like inner turmoil about a certain situation that could seriously have changed your life. But I feel like it was competition as well. Maybe you're competing with somebody, or there's just some sort of conflict that just did not probably end very well. And I feel like the conversation really showed that there was a really bad foundation. There was something that wasn't very stable here. Hence probably the Page of Swords here in your underlying energy. Blunt truths had come out. Blunt truths. And I feel like that is the Tower right now. The reason why the Tower is there is because some arguments happened. Now, despite what had happened, despite the arguments that had taken place, the conflict that had happened in the past, you have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups talk about new love. This is also a new beginning and healing, emotional openness as well. So I do get the sense that there is a need to continue with this openness of love and beginning to love the person, and still overcoming this challenge of, yes, there's different ways of doing things. There's disagreements, but it shouldn't let you fracture your balance flow. It shouldn't fracture the foundation. It should show you where you need work and progress to something. And I feel like you guys are currently putting the work and effort towards making something happen for yourselves. But utilizing this balance can help you fix this instability, so that way you can be comfortable and in the flow of life and constantly doing what you can. Doing what you do and letting the universe handle it. So this is it's talking about having emotional openness, beginning a new phase in love, initiating possibly a new phase of love, offering a cup of love, and really offering a cup of love to begin emotional healing. So whatever happened with this argument here with this Five of Wands, it can be truly recovered. It could truly be, healed, as long as you want to heal that very thing as well. I'm going to pull another card for the Ace of Cups for you guys. What else can you tell us with this Ace of Cups in Cancer's advice? Excuse me. Oh, the Ten of Cups. Ace of Cups, because of the Ten of Cups. You're, the happily ever after. So focusing on your happily ever after is very important. Knowing what you want and going ahead and beginning that phase, right? But you want to come from a place of openness and love. So that is the best advice to give you guys. Despite the arguments and the crazy things that you've seen, the change that's happened, I feel like it's still solvable. It's still something to work with. No matter what has happened, you guys need, if this is a relationship that's supposed to, that you guys want to build towards, conflict is not meant to break the relationship apart. Disagreements and not being able to compromise is what's going to. So I feel like as long as you guys can come up with a compromise and work together as a team instead of against each other, you guys will be able to get to the Ten of Cups. But you guys want to but don't compromise yourself, of course, Cancer. Never compromise yourself completely. No, okay? Work together to find a solution that is both appealing for you, most importantly for you and your partner. Because then at least you have yourself covered. At least you can have this balance here. But right here with this Five of Wands, conflict here shows that there is a bit of imbalance. So there can be some balance being made. Okay, so don't let this fracture you. There's a solution to everything. So finding the solution is putting love back into the relationship, putting love back into this relationship here. Now, how you guys are feeling? Very much in love. We got the King of Cups. Now, for a lot of you guys could be feeling a Scorpio, Pisces, and a Cancer. But I really feel like this could be, even though I don't read you guys as kings, I really read you guys as queens because you guys are cardinal signs. I still feel like you guys are very much in love. You may not express how you feel, which is very important, especially after an argument like that. If you feel like you are very vulnerable, I would say definitely express that. But come from a place of love, because that's what the King of Cups does. So I feel like you guys are very much in love with your partner. You guys are very much in love with your situation. It's just that there are some things that may have happened that may have felt like there was a complete imbalance. And there were some harsh words exchanged. So there's that too. You may be feeling extra sensitive and tender. So your hopes and fears, you have the Five of Cups. So you guys may be feeling like you don't want to lose something precious by you saying anything. You don't want to lose anything like of great value. You want to lose support. But again, there's the Two of Cups behind the Five of Cups. If there is something that needs to be communicated, if there's a loss in the relationship, it was meant to go to strengthen the relationship, to strengthen your efforts to get to where you guys truly need to be. The effort is never going to stop. This flow is never going to stop, but it's just about whether it was important to you. Focusing on what's gone or figuring out a solution to your problems. Okay, and I feel like right now it's just kind of like you don't know if the relationship can survive with what has been said, with the things that have been kind of revealed. I feel like it can withstand it. It's just that if you trust and you know in yourself that you can make the relationship work with, regardless of what may have been said with this Five of Wands. Because you've been hurt, possibly. You're very sensitive here with this King of Cups, but you don't say anything. And I feel like there's something that still needs to be said, and it needs to be communicated in a very passionate sense, right? You need to be very, straight up and be very honest with the situation. And I feel like that's what the communication is all about, because you have the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands underneath here, right? So communicating how you feel is really, really important, especially if this is about reestablishing love and beginning to build on making a happily ever after with this person that you are with. So, and overlooking the regret and the sadness and the things that have been lost, because you know what, whatever is gone, it can always be rebuilt, or something beautiful can come out of this despite what has happened. Same thing, right? The devastation of the tower falling is so devastating, yes, But the star comes after this. Hope, aspiration. You know what I'm saying? So there is something you can do. Don't worry about this whole the Three of Cups thing. Sometimes cups need to be spelled. Sometimes you need some things need to be, needs to be expressed in order for things to really start being pushed in the right direction. So it's all about shifting your focus here. So your hopes and fears is about not losing support, not losing a connection that you may have, something that's very precious and dear to your heart. But there is still a connection here. So whatever you may lose, it's not the love or the connection that you have with this person. It's not going anywhere. Now for your outcome, you do have the Seven of Cups. So I feel like imagination and creativity can come into play, but fantasy and decision making does come into play here as well. So I feel like there's a lot of options ahead of you, a lot of options to choose from, a lot of decisions to make. Also, really getting to know each other, especially after the conflict that you may have had. Getting to know each other is very important. So I feel like you're going to take your time here in the outcome and really start to really get to know each other, get to know the person that you're with. Excuse me. Let me go ahead and see what else is going on here. Yeah, Six of Wands. Yeah. Recognizing the person for who they are, recognition in your actions and the efforts that you put in, and you may recognize something else in the process, right? So getting to know each other is very, very important. I feel like this is a very good, very interesting energy to kind of mix together. And I feel like as long as you guys get to know each other in a very depth way, instead of just kind of taking everything at face value, you will see a lot of truth that come out. You'll see a lot of things. And you may feel like, hey, there's something we can work with here, because we have gotten to we got past the point where we can argue, where we can actually see where we can be triumphant together. Because right here, you're in a very triumphant state. You don't want to drop this. Find the solution by getting to know each other, having love in your heart, and communicating what you need. Because that's all it's about, right? Knowing your truth and walking in your truth, taking action on what it is that makes you passionate. And if this is a relationship that makes you passionate, have love ready in your heart, begin to manifest love between you and this person, and your outcome looks like you guys will get to know each other, and you guys will see the benefits of understanding each other in a very extreme depth. All right, y'all. So I'm going to pull you guys your wisdom of the oracle for the week. Excuse me. Excuse me. Something in my throat. Blocking my throat chakra. What's up with that? Cancer. All that glitters. And you know what? Gemini got this as well. Gemini got this. I don't know if y'all dating a Gemini. But yeah, all that glitters. That's talking about looking beyond the surface. Looking beyond the surface and getting to know the situation and seeing all things before making a decision. Okay, don't hold off on making any decisions. Just take the time now to really get to know the person that you're with, get to know your partner, and truly understand their truth from their points of view, and then express your truth from your point of view. That's how communication and compromise really works. It's really making the effort to get to know each other and where you guys, and understanding where you guys stand. Okay. Excuse me. Right, so you guys have your Whispers of Love next for the week. What's going on with that? And your card for this week is Focus on Love. Amen. And that's literally what you guys got here with your Ace of Cups in your advice. Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups. Focus on your heart's desire. Focus on, love. Focus on the relationship, building new love. Because I feel like this is a new relationship. You're starting over. You're starting a new, re-enriching your relationship with this person to begin this happiness. But it's going to require you guys to focus on love, focus on how you feel about the person and getting to know them for who they are. Don't worry about the conflict. There's always a solution for that. But focus on love, focus on getting to know them, focus on your love. Okay.